How can it take that long to find out if someone is a citizen or not?
1,273 days.
I felt less than human. You know, I felt like I was an animal in a sense.
For 3.5 years, Davino Watson was held in an immigration detention center. He lived with the constant fear of being deported, even though Davino is a U.S. citizen. He sat down for his first TV interview with Pix 11.
Just scary stuff, what happened to me.
To understand Davino's story, we have to begin in Jamaica. That's where he was born. As a boy, Davino moved to Brooklyn with his dad. Eventually, he became a citizen.
I was naturalized through my father.
As a young man, Davino served time in a New York State prison for a drug charge. When he was supposed to be released, instead he was met by ICE agents. It was 2008.
They said, we have reason to believe that you are a legal alien.
Immigration agents immediately took him into custody.
I contacted my family. I said, listen, send all the documents and all the paperwork, and they did.
Davino was told he would see a judge in 24 hours, and if he was an American citizen, he would be free.
24 hours turned to 3.5 years.
Court documents describe how mistake after mistake was made in Davino's case. ICE agents were given proof he was telling the truth.
I must have said it over 1 million times.
They never checked his story. For Davino, doubt and depression began to set in.
While being detained, I've thought about suicide.
In immigration court, there is no right to an attorney. Davino didn't have money for a lawyer, but he never lost hope. Eventually, his case got the attention of a nonprofit and then a law firm.
There's thousands of other Americans in the same position as I was.
A new investigation by the Los Angeles Times found that since 2012, 1,480 U.S. citizens have been released from ICE detention. Some were held for days, others for months.
I see a lot of guys just, they had good, grounds to fight their case, and because they couldn't read or write, they get deported.
Finally, in 2011, Davino was a free man. He's trying to rebuild his life, but he's still haunted by all the days and nights he spent in detention.
I don't think that I will ever have a normal life.
After his release, Davino Watson took the government to court. He wanted financial compensation for all the years he spent in detention. But a judge ruled the statute of limitations for his claim ran out while he was still in ICE custody. We reached out to ICE for a statement, but we haven't heard back just yet.